you're in pain right now and you think nothing's going to get better. You're in that whole, there's a war inside your mind. But there is someone, and you need to talk from your heart and ask for help, because no one knows what you're going through till you speak up.
Hi, welcome to our Living Care podcast. This is Lee and Brendan. Today we have our special guest Tiffany, who we recently met at a local cafe. And thanks for coming on, Tiffany. We went to a cafe to do some brainstorming, and then we met the lovely Tiffany. So it was really great to meet her.
And we were brainstorming, Tiffany, and you overheard us. Do you want to tell us your version of the how did you meet Lee and Brendan from TikTok?
So I was with one of my mental health workers, and we were going for a bike ride, and we stopped, and you guys commented on my bacon that I was eating, and got into this huge chat that went on for a long time about the situation.
It was to meet you guys. I think at that time we actually not only met you, but we met people we hadn't seen for 10 years in that same one cafe. But meeting you and Andrea that day was like a highlight. We were just like brainstorming about what we want the Leaving Care podcast to look like and how we want to send it around young people. And you just came with the biggest encouragement, going, keep going. This is what so you've got to keep sharing their stories. Like if there's one thing, just keep doing that. So Go for it, I mean, I just drew on you.
She, Tiff believes, that the community needs awareness, which is what we're trying to bring, to the experiences of young people in care. So both the good and the bad. So thanks for being brave and sharing some of your story today.
Oh, thank you for letting me speak up.
Yeah, that's fine. And Tiffany, I also know that on the day that I met you, you talked about caring for little kittens that don't have mums and being a foster mum. That's really important to you. Do you want to tell us a little bit about how you got into that?
So I was in a very deep depression and just gotten out of addiction, and I thought, let's start fostering and putting my mind to something else. So I started at Animal Aid and started volunteering there just to help, and then I started fostering cats and kittens, and then I moved recently to Australian Animal Rescue in the last year and a half, and we've had many cats many cats come through our door to just to foster and to give love to them in all ages. So it's been a lot of fun to do, and it's gotten me through that dark time of my life.
That's amazing.
Wow.
So in terms of you helping these kittens in their situations that are really dire and really hard, that's actually helped you with your mental health hugely.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible. And is there any one story that stands out to you about those kittens, one that was very much a moving story for you?
Oh, there's a lot of them. It's hard to pick one, but it was probably Misty. I had one cat that came in, and she's been in a very abusive household, so she came into care, and her owner just didn't want her anymore. Had nothing to do with her, and she came into care, and she had horrible stomach problems, and it kept on going, and we're going, what do we do? So then she had feline coronavirus that mutated to FIP, but no one knew. So I had her the longest. She was here for about 10 months, and sadly she did not make it through. But with FIP it's a death sentence. But she showed me that she was my first foster for Australian Animal Rescue. And I went, even though I've lost one, there are so many more out there that have a chance right now to keep going. So even though I loved her entirely and I lost her, and a lot of foster carers go, I cannot do this, I've lost one, that's the end. With me, it was, I feel for you, I can keep going and foster more to save them before it gets to that point.
Yeah.
Wow. So Misty's
really
like her face, her cat, you know, just her would come up before you in every next cat that you fostered, because you saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a photo behind me actually.
Of Misty.
Oh.
I'm gonna bring that. I'll find a photo of her because she's my favorite cat.
Yes.
If she hadn't have passed, we would have kept her. There's her. She's
Show us Misty.
right there.
Sorry, show it again,
Oh,
and
wow.
we'll not talk for a minute, so you come on screen. Just,
Yeah, that's Misty.
She looks beautiful. And 10 months. Amazing.
Yeah, 10 months of having her. She was the longest foster I've had in care.
Wow.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I love what you do, and I like that like what you shared, that it was a gift to you and helped you so much.
Yeah.
In your recovery.
We've lost many over the years, but it's been worth it to see the ones that, you know, with my story and what I've been through, I can connect to each one in different ways.
Yeah.
So they've all been abandoned. They've all been in a horrible life situation. So I go, I can help you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. Tiffany, they're so blessed to have had you in your love. Like, you just think that that's their experience on hand, and then they meet you. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I love that. So,
thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. And with, I suppose, with other people or other young people in care as well, what would you like to maybe say to them that, you know, besides like your kittens, which has been a big part of our healing journey as well, what else has helped you along the way as well?
So it's different. I find, friends are the biggest support.
Yeah.
And if you feel like there's no one, even when you're in that family situation and you're going into care, there are people that do care about you. And it may feel like right now there is nothing. But there are people to talk to. There is help around you, and it doesn't necessarily, it's not family. Sometimes family can be hard, but when you're in care, there are people. There's, you know, if you feel like you're not doing well, there's hospitals to talk up to. There's a CAT team. There's so much help. It's just if you want help, you need to reach out. Yeah.
And your experience in reaching out has been really positive for you?
For a very long time. So from the age of when I was young, I've been seeing all these therapists and everything, and nothing worked. I acted out because I just went, I'm not good for anyone. They're better without me. They're better without everything. So I acted out. I didn't want help for a very long time. And that's when the drug situation came involved, and you go to that, you get into the bad crowd, and it goes into that sort of situation. So when I think I hit around 17, and I met a friend who, I didn't know how to act normal then. I was going, oh God. So it was getting involved with her and acting normal again. So yeah, it was getting out, and then I was going, hey, there's a life out there. There are people that care. I need to get help now, because I didn't want help years ago. I was in the hospitals and everything. I didn't want help. My foster family, I backed away from them a lot. And then I started listening and going, I've hurt them. I've hurt my friends. I've hurt everyone. I didn't have anyone that I could talk to. So reaching out was probably the biggest thing that changed my life, to actually go, hey, I can do better now. I don't want to go down that lifestyle like my birth parents. I don't want to go down there. So I'm going to fix myself. I'm going to foster animals, and I'm going to do stuff I love, go walking, go to the gym.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
And Tiffany, from what you shared there, that's just incredible, because for you actually were part of that change by you coming alongside. Like, that friend came into your life at that stage, but you still had a choice, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I had many choices.
Talk to us about that moment where you felt it changed, if you can. Like,
yeah, so I'd been I'd been involved in wards. I didn't want to be alive. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have been in the foster system. I've met many people in the drug world and in the foster system that just don't want to be here anymore, that they feel abandoned, they have no one there. So when I went into the ward, I met my best friend. And I didn't make friends in the ward. I didn't think it was the place to meet friends, but she loved animals. She had the same life. She wanted to be better, and she wanted to, so she used to turn up at my house and knock on the door at 7 a.m. and go, get out of bed, we're going for a drive. So she made me, but it was the best thing. And then she said, get yourself a dog. You know, if you get yourself a dog, you're not going to be able to get out and do stuff. You're going to have to, you know, focus on this puppy.
Yeah.
So it was a big change. It was, hey, there is someone here, and I don't have to fit in with her. I can just be myself. Yep. And it was a whole awareness of trying to focus on, I don't need to be in that crowd. I don't need to do drugs to self-medicate myself. Yep. So it was a position where I was going, and even my foster family, they'd been through so much. So I was going, I need to help them now. I've hurt them. It's time to, so it was a very slow movement of how I became better. It's not just one quick fix. Yeah, it's the progress.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, she saw something in you, that friend, and just she came. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is
wow. One person, can make such a difference. You know, just being alongside you and listening to you.
Yeah. It's good. And Tiffany, that friend's still in your life. So, and theirs. So I'm so glad you've got that, because that's the thing. I just want to point out that previously you shared about, you know, for kids in care, like even it's really hard to find somebody. So if you were going to give them a key from your own life, like what was it? Do you think it happens by chance, or do you feel like it happens when you're ready?
It happens when you're ready. It takes time, you know. You don't need to fit in. You don't need to try and fit in with other people. And you're in pain right now and you think nothing's going to get better. You're in that hole. There's a war inside your mind. But there is someone, and you need to talk from your heart and ask for help, because no one knows what you're going through till you speak up.